What's good, Eagles? This is your captain, Sin Dragonlord speaking. We're here with another deck profile from a top four EagleFaqtor Classic finalist. What is your name?
Josh.
Josh. And what were you playing?
Invoke Shaddoll.
Invoke Shaddoll, you say?
Yeah.
All right. And I couldn't help but notice that on your shirt that you're very cleverly hiding right now that you are repping a very piss poor team.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. Let's get into this deck profile and not talk football.
All right.
Started, we have one cat.
No. Take it out of here. All right, so we played 3 Alistair. Your boy.
You boy.
He's good stuff. He's freaking the heart and soul of the invocation list. So I played 3 Squaw.
3 Squaw.
Yeah. Double Windy, not 3. Third one never comes up. I mean, it can in late game, but usually it's you just need one in the deck for combo anyway, so it's fine. I play one of pretty much everything else. So 1 Hedgehog, 1 Dragon, 1 Beast, and 1 Aerial.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't really Shaddoll, but it's part of the engine anyways. It's the Trick Clown as an extender, in case you can pull off the Shaddoll Fusion. I don't play Damage Juggler, because I wanted to keep the list short, and I don't know, it really doesn't add much more to anything. You just need the Trick Clown. Next we got a ton of hand traps. I just like to play 3 Ghost Ogre in this, mainly because I like the idea that it takes the material off the board rather than, I mean, it doesn't necessarily negate effects, but in some cases it can turn off an effect from resolving, and then they lose the material completely so that they can't just follow up with a Link Summon. And it came up quite a few times actually. So I actually agree with it a lot. Moving forward, we'll see. It's hard to justify whether this is going to be better than like Ash Blossom, for instance, in the future. But as far as like stopping a VFD in the future with Virtual World, this is going to be a better card than Ash would be. I don't know. Triple Nibiru, it just kind of wins games. It's ridiculous.
Take another shot.
The Gamma package, it's a light monster. Most of the idea, also the other side focus was that all my hand traps would be light, so they were targets for Macabre or for making Construct after being used. On to spells. We have Triple Magical Meltdown, obviously, along with the 1 Terraforming. It's just a 1-card starter to get you into everything you need. It's literally, you draw one of these, you have Macabre.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Some off-the-wall spells. You play the Foolish Burial. It's a power card. It's any Shaddoll you want it to be. And it can... With that being said, you can pop in back row or getting a Shaddoll back to your hand for a Macabre negation or whatever you need it for. Boom! It's just too strong to not play in the deck. I play Double or Nothing. A little spiciness for this deck list. I figured it'd help push for a win, even though I didn't win because I sided it out at the worst time ever. But
It only costs you potentially going into the finals. It's no big deal.
Yeah, whatever. The little things, And then this is where all of the fusion cards come into play. So I played 2 El Shaddoll Fusion instead of 3. I played 2 Invocation instead of 3. I did play 3 Shaddoll Fusion, and in this list, I did main 2 Super Poly. Super Poly because it's Shaddolls with Super Poly, it makes sense. You can just fuse away their stuff. It's an out to Dragoon. It's an out to a lot of things actually because you can just fuse stuff away. This is just a 1-card clutch. It's 1-card combo. If you doesn't get stopped, literally lets you go off into whatever board you can think of. This is just the generic fusion, which was good, and then invocation. It's insanely good. Out of hand, out of deck, it's good to go. And then the only 2 traps are Schism and Rush Shaddoll Incarnation. I played this for the combo, and then this is just ridiculous. It's also a Dragoon out, and it lets you make wind on your opponent's turn.
Seems pretty solid.
Yeah. Extra deck. I played the regular stuff for Alistair, just to get your Macabre going. Cross Sheep. And then just for my 2 directions, either for going for game or going for defense. That was the idea behind the 2 there. I didn't have the Alistair Invoker of Madness. It came up every time I played the deck. I just don't have one, so I didn't run it. The Utopia double package for the lulz. Abyss Dweller, because needed something for going defense. Again, this was kind of another concept of the higher links. It was either going for game or going for defense in that matter. And then double Macabre, because it's double Macabre. That's the whole point. And then double Window, double Construct, and one App Clone. It's kind of standard for this kind of stuff. Yeah, I didn't play Purgatrio because I didn't have it. But then again, I took out the Agoides because I didn't think it was going to be as necessary. I just wanted to run something. I just wanted to try something different, which is why the Utopia double stuff's inside of the deck. And then for the side, one red reboot, the third Super Poly, triple Dark Ruler, Harpy's Feather Duster, triple Twin Twisters, and then a 6-card Kaiju Engine.
Did the Kaiju package ever come up at all?
You know, honestly, no. Yes and no. So, like, these 4 cards, which is why they're not sleeved, because they never actually did come up. I ended up just signing in Gamma Seals most of the time going second. Most of the time going second because nobody was playing really heavy back row decks. It was Dark Ruler, No Mores, and double Gamma Seals. Unless they had a light or dark focus, in which case you just threw the Super Poly in. But, I mean, yeah, the deck really hates back row stuff, so it's why there's so much hate for that. And then this is just generic, really good going second stuff. So.
Well, do you want to talk about your matchups and how the EFC went for you?
So first round, I played against a Melfi deck, a Melfi Beast deck that played Master. Or was that what it was? Alpha. It played Alpha, and the idea was it would summon a lot of little beast guys, but he didn't really have a play to stop Alistair Chain when he went into damage steps, so I just bust my Macabres to 35, and then Alpha would die, and it was kind of past turn after that. Since he didn't want to use its effective bounce and have him banished and just lose it entirely. So that was pretty, for lack of a better term, easy, 2-0. And then round 2 was against you, I believe.
Yeah, it was against me.
It was round 2. Easy 2-0 clap, probably the easiest one of the night.
Oh, okay.
I think you went like Union Carrier and Ghost Ogre came up and it shut off the turn.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
From that point on, it was just pass, and then it was just push for the game, and then I think game 2 might have been a Dark Ruler turn or something like that. I can't exactly remember how game 2 went. Round 3 was against Kashmir, who ended up winning the whole thing. We ended up tying in time. He probably would have won that if we had just played it out, but the clock's there,
The clock's there.
But yes, and then we went in Top Cut and then lost to you in Top Cut.
Weird. Total clapped me in Swiss, but
you came back and got yours back. It's okay.
it's okay. I too clapped you for return. It's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a little help with you siding out double or nothing. It's fine.
Probably should have won that one. But yeah, so that was pretty much
salty as I am.
Yeah.
So
Make a bad place.
So you mentioned some things in hindsight that maybe that you would have changed, that you would have added if you had them. What changes would you make going forward?
Oh. Well, as far as the main deck's concerned goes, obviously Double or Nothing comes back out. Probably would have played Ash instead of Ghost. And then I would not have played Super Poly in the list, in the main at least. In theory, Super Poly is insane because you have so many options for it, but with the current meta, you just don't come across the proper targets as often. So it is better, I think, better as a side deck card for sure. Yeah. In which case, this would be 3 Imperm, and then this would be 3 Ash, which is what I run currently now. And then as far as the extra deck goes, Utopia package comes out. And what goes in there is an Alistair, the Invoker of Madness, and and the Purgatrio, because Purgatrio or the Egoides, I mean, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm going to be experimenting with which one actually fits the bill better. So then your side deck becomes, triple Super Poly instead of that, and then like I was saying, the Kaiju stuff never really came up, so that was all just kind of a wasted space. So.
All right. So overall, how do you feel the deck performed?
It did better than I thought, considering I'd only been really playtesting with it for a couple weeks, and just knowing when and how to manipulate your combos so that you can actually get to this end board and do what you're trying to do with it. But I mean, all in all, yeah, it did really good. Minor adjustments, and I feel comfortable with it.
All right. Well, this has been Joshua with Shaddoll-Invoked, and we will catch you next time with some more content. Thank you.